What's happening, true art believers? Welcome to another art vlog. It's been a while. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today. Today, I am going, well, it's not going to be different. The format's going to be the same. The only thing that's going to be different is the length of these videos. I'm going to shoot for we're going to go for a 25-minute video. I'm going to see if we can do that. If you've ever watched any of these videos, you know they've been kind of like really short, really abrupt, and they just don't function well, in my opinion. It's really hard to do a 5-minute video. Like it takes more time to just set up for a 5-minute video than to actually do the video. Like I don't have like a designated video station. You know, I have a desk and a sketchbook and some camera rigs. And I have to spend like almost 5 minutes just setting up the camera rigs so that my camera, aka my phone, will record said video. If you've been paying attention, I haven't been uploading any videos. I've just been really, I would say I've been busy, but it's more so, I've been kind of like making excuses not to like post videos. I don't have any like good reason why I haven't been doing videos. I've been trying to do some things, different things each day, and it just hasn't been working out. Or I've been kind of like failing, like silent failing, you know. What I have been essentially trying to do is I would get up in the morning and I would have like a set list of things that I have to do, you know, and those list of things were in theory supposed to be done in order, but you know, I was like a squirrel, like, you know, a squirrel brain, or I would just lose track of time. I wouldn't lose track of time. I would get easily distracted, and then, you know, then what would happen is I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't make a video. And we're going to try something a little bit different. I think I'm going to go for a longer format video where I draw for an extended period of time, and we'll just see what happens, see how I like that. I know it seems like a big jump going from 5 minutes to 25 minutes, but if I can't shake 20 minutes to 25 minutes to draw, then I don't know what I should be doing with my time, right? I just been really busy with life, you know. We all have jobs, and YouTubing isn't one of my jobs. It's just more like a way to show people that I exist as an artist, etc., etc. I guess you can make the argument that I use it as a tool to leverage business for my art, but I really don't. I just kind of like draw and kind of use it as it's more used as an excuse to just force myself to draw, rather than, oh, hey man, I'm doing portraits, I'm taking on portrait business, hey, don't forget to hire me, or hey, person that's looking for a concept artist, or hey, whatever. I don't know. It's more so just like me drawing and talking and such. But I just been really busy. Just been really busy with just stuff, really. And it's just been very difficult to, you know, draw or to make these videos. And hopefully I'm back, or at the very least I'll have a video that I did, or I posted something, or at the very least I drew. And that's always a good thing, to do something that I feel is a net good. I don't know. Been very busy. One of the things that I've been doing lately is this little challenge called the 75 Hard Challenge. And that's been one of the reasons why I've been finding it very difficult to draw, or to post these videos, or to make a video, essentially. For those that aren't familiar, so the 75 Hard Challenge is it's kind of like a personal endeavor, a mental and physical and discipline-oriented endeavor. And what it entails is, for 75 days, you have to do these tasks every day. And if you miss one day, you have to restart. And one of the reasons why I haven't been able to schedule or get into doing these videos again is because of that. It's been very difficult to coordinate my time. But with every fail that I have, I get a little bit better. And the 75 hard challenge involves you for 75 days doing the same thing. As I said already, I'm reiterating the same thing. And those things are, you have to take a photo of yourself. You have to take a photo of yourself. You have to exercise twice a day for 45 minutes apiece. One of those times has to be outside. You have to drink a gallon of water. And you have to read 10 pages. I believe that's it. Yeah. Work out twice a day, read 10 pages, drink a gallon of water, and take a photo of yourself. Oh, and you have to be on a regimented diet or a diet of some kind. And I think you drink no alcohol. So you have to drink no alcohol for 75 days. And so that's what I've been doing. It's been very difficult figuring out how I can include things like doing these videos, things that are outside of the 75 hard challenge. But I find that it's been very, very useful at the very least, when you do the challenge, when you do it, at the very least, if you do nothing else for the rest of the day, like if you accomplish nothing else, like you do nothing, you already have done a lot, right? You've read 10 pages, you've drank a gallon of water, which is actually very, very hard if you're not thirsty, and you've worked out twice a day, and you've maintained a diet, a healthy diet of sorts. It takes a level of mental discipline that is very challenging. So like, even if you don't do anything else, you don't accomplish anything else, you've already accomplished something. And that's kind of nice, actually, being able to say that, oh, I didn't do anything, but I did something. Like, as a net default, you just doing that thing, you've done something. And I really like that concept. And so that's what I've been doing lately. It has been that 75 hard challenge. And it's been very hard to integrate everything else into the mix of things. And there's lots of other things that are causing me not to post videos, Like I think anyone that watches these videos knows that I do not undervalue people's lives, how we always have a very, even like a basic work schedule is very time demanding, like you work 40 hours a week, and you have, like, if say you're single and you work 40 hours a week, you still, even though you have a lot of time, you don't have a lot of time, because your day to day is very packed full of time. Because if you have 24 hours in a day, you subtract 8 hours, you have 8 hours for sleep, right? If you sleep 8 hours, you have 16 hours, right, of time to do something. And that's wrong, because you have to take another 8 hours because you're working for 8 hours, right? So you have 8 hours a day to do something. That is not correct either, because let's just say that you might have a 30-minute commute, right? You have a 30-minute commute to somewhere back and forth. So you take an hour. So you have 7 hours a day to do stuff. And that is not even correct either, because when you get home from your work, right? Let's say that you get up an hour or two before work to eat breakfast, right? Maybe an hour. Let's just be generous and say 2 hours. So you had 7 hours. Now you have 5 hours a day to do things that you want to do. And that's not correct, because now you only have 5 hours a day, but now you have to include dinner. Let's just say that you'd have to take an hour out of that time to eat dinner. And I'm just being generous, because some people might go faster. Some people will have like a like a microwavable dinner or like a TV dinner, right? And they only have to, it only takes them 20 minutes, right? But let's say that takes about five. Now you have like 5 hours a day, like 4 to 5 hours a day to do things. Um, you know, and that also includes bathroom time between that time frame, and if you have your bedtime routine, which takes some time, right? You're gonna take some time to get ready for bed. Like you, you have to shower, maybe you have to shave or brush your teeth, right? Let's say your bedtime routine like takes 30 minutes, so you have like 3.5 hours to do things, um, right? And you have 3.5 hours to do things every day, right? If you're getting 8 hours sleep. Now, if you're a crazy person or a machine, some of you might get 7, 6, 4 hours sleep. You can get more time out of your day, but some people can't do that. Like there's some people that are able to like sleep for like they can get like no sleep and still function, but the majority of the population can like they can get little sleep. They're not going to enjoy it, and it's definitely going to put them at like a mental or physical deficit, right? Um, and so it puts you at a mental or physical deficit, and so you're trying to you're working. You have like 3 hours a day to do anything constructive, right? Like if you want to have like a side hustle, or you want to pursue a hobby, or you want to like maybe you're taking like night school or something like that. That's not a lot of time. So I totally understand this idea of like how you can orchestrate your day, and I get it, man. I get it. Like it's very difficult to manipulate your day so that you can do things, and so that's why when you see me do these videos, it's almost kind of like a borderline miracle to some degree that I'm able to just kind of put that in throughout the day, because I understand like just we get caught up. We have things we have to do, man. And it has nothing to do with willingness and drive. It has like time. It has everything to do with time. And yes, will give you that you can get better at time management. You can forego entertainment and all like the like just like yeah, you can forego entertainment. You can stop Netflix. You can stop doom scrolling on TikTok and all kind of stuff. But it's very attractive. Not gonna lie, it's super attractive that you can go in there and start just scrolling through stuff like, oh, this is entertaining. Oh, and the algorithm, man, the algorithm gets you. So the algorithm will get you. Well, anyways, as you can see, I've drawn some thumbs. This is supposed to be like the thumb area right here, and then you got that palm on your thumb right there, and this is supposed to be another thumb. This is taken from George Bridgman's Constructed Anatomy book, and I'm just kind of copying it. Not to the I don't know about the best of my ability, but definitely to a level that I'm trying. It's kind of hard to talk and to draw at the same time. If you ever seen like these videos on like these live stream videos, these artists, a lot of time, man, a lot of them aren't talking. Like they aren't talking because honestly, it's hard to talk and to draw at the same time. Or at least some people can't do it, and it takes a little bit of practice and a little bit of just reps, really. It's not necessarily easy because you're trying to do two things at once, and sometimes art or any type of thing that requires a level of skill probably requires some sort of focus, right? Some level of focus, and so sometimes if you ever see me do these videos and I'm not talking, it's because I may be doing a particularly challenging thing, Art's a weird thing. Sometimes I'll have I'm able to like just be able to draw really well and talk at the same time. And sometimes like I'll be trying to draw a circle and I'm like, man, I'm really struggling with this. I can't even draw a circle today. Sometimes I could be fatigued, I could be tired. I don't know. There's a multitude of reasons why I might not be performing at like my ability, at my current ability. Um, but man, dude, I'm just happy to be able to do this. Like as I said, it's like a kind of like a little bit of a mini miracle to be able to get these videos in, or even to draw. Um, and I could cop it out and say, well, I'm just really good at orchestrating my day and scheduling my time. And yes and no. Do I want to draw right here? Do I have enough room to draw? I don't know. I might just leave this open and draw down here or something. Let's kind of move this. There we go. Move it up. Shimmy. Let's move up and draw right here. I don't know about you, but I don't like drawing next to corners all the time in a sketchbook, because sometimes you get off that corner, the edge of the paper, and you start your pen just starts catching the corner, and you're like, gosh darn, I'm just trying to get a drawing in here. Anyways, yeah, here we are. I'm gonna draw right here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw right here in this corner, and I think we're good. I'm gonna draw right here in this corner, and see. We're just gonna see what happens. Not this corner. It's more like it's like in the middle. Yeah, kind of in a corner, because technically this is the bottom left corner right here. But yeah, it's like a mini miracle to be able to draw every day, or to get some time to draw. Yeah, so I've been doing that 75 hard challenge, and it's difficult. I think when this is the second time I've done it, and the first time I had it a level of success, but I think now I'm just better at scheduling. Before, I really struggled with it. I found that when I first did the 75 hard challenge, I would do all of my walking late at night in my neighborhood, and which was fine, but like people thought, I was like some stranger walking around, creeping around in the neighborhood. And sometimes I'd get like neighbors people that are driving late at night, coming home from work or somewhere, and they'd stop, and they're like, "Do you live here? Do you live here?" I'm like, "Yeah." "Why are you walking around late at night?" Like, "This is the only time I can walk." Like, I don't have a treadmill, man. I said treadmill, like as if a treadmill, like as if I'm eating. No, I don't have a treadmill. So, and it worked, but like I kind of like after I did it, I was so happy that I got it done that I kind of fell off the bandwagon. I stopped doing those things. And I think now I feel that if I continue it after the 75 days, I'm going to continue it, because I feel that it's I've just more regimented with it. And it's with anything, I think being regimented with anything is helpful. Because it's easy to fill up your time with stuff. And I am not immune to that, where I'm just like everyone else. I'll get caught in a giant doom scrolling session where I'll scroll through TikTok, or I'll binge watch on YouTube videos, or I'll binge watch Netflix videos. I'll get caught in that. And that's all nice and dandy. That's fine to have that every once in a while, but you don't want it to engulf your life, because it can be very easy for that to happen, and it's the challenging part with the world today is that we have so much access to all this entertainment, all this escapist stuff. We have so much access to it. It's in our hands. It's in our hands. And before, you didn't have access to basically a portable television. You didn't have access to basically a portable video machine, which is basically your phone, right? You know, you didn't have access to that. Like if you wanted to watch a movie or a show, you had to you could only do it in the evening, you know? Now it takes a lot of grit and a lot of like motivation to sit down and read a book. Because let's face it, dude. Not all of us really enjoy reading books, you know, or reading. When you have the ability to like just enjoy an entertainment machine in your hand. I get it, man. I totally get it. But you got to train yourself sometimes, especially when things that are really important to you, you know, you got to train yourself sometimes to do the things that are hard. And do the things that you feel are going to make you a better person. You don't have to, like, I mean, I'm not saying you have to try to improve yourself. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that at all. That's fine too. Like, I mean, more the merrier. If you want to watch shows all day long, great, man. If that really makes you happy, I am happy for you. But if you have like passions that you want to pursue and you're not pursuing them because you're falling in the trap of like you're falling into this like positive feedback loop where you start watching these videos, or you start doing these things that are hindering they're hindering you. They're pulling you down, you know? If you find that like, you're trying to escape in that sense, right? You're trying to escape into the digital world, you know, and then you're feeling a little down and out because you didn't do the thing that you wanted to do or you wanted to pursue. I'm not saying you're at fault. There is some fault on your end. I'm just saying that like it's very easy to get into that situation, you know, like we didn't, like 10, 20 years ago, you didn't have like entertainment machines. Video games were harder back then, or, you know, video games were harder a lot back then. So it wasn't always as entertaining to play a video game, like, because oftentimes when you died in a video game, you would have to start all the way at the very beginning. But now if you die, you just respawn, you know, you have saves, you have a life bar and all kind of stuff. So like, games were enjoyable. They were fun to do, but like they were much more challenging in a different way. They were not as forgiving, and so you couldn't get caught in that video game entertainment loop. At least for me, like I would play games for an hour or two, and then like you die a couple times. Like, oh man, this sucks. I'm getting tired of dying, and it's not worth spending this time to keep dying. But now, you know, there's so many like video options, right? So many ways to entertain yourself that it's hard to navigate through all that. And perhaps that's what I've been doing, and that's why I've been kind of a hiatus. Outside of the fact I've been doing that 75 hard challenge, and outside of the fact that I've had a lot of other things in my day-to-day that have been very challenging to navigate time-wise, and I hope I'm back to posting regularly. If I'm not, and this is just like a one-off video, I'll be fine with that as long as I keep thinking about it and keep thinking about doing a video. Well, we're running up on the 24-minute mark, and I think that's a good little start, a good little drawing session. I actually been drawing a lot lately, just haven't been recording it or talking about it, just kind of like low-key incognito drawing on my own. Not even posting it, you know? And that's cool too. So I'm almost done. I'm almost done with this. I think I'll continue this another time. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and you all rock, and take care, man. Cheers.